Brer Rabbit and the butter. It happened once that the creatures made a lot of very fine butter, and they agreed to put it into a cool shed and share it between them. But Brer Rabbit wasn't to have any at all, because he was such a rascal. Brer Fox winked all round and said, "Dare teach old Brer Rabbit to stop tricking us. When he doesn't get his butter, he will be sorry." Now Brer Rabbit was as angry as a dozen wild cats when he heard that he wasn't to share in the butter. He sat in his house and he scratched first one ear and then the other, trying to think of some way he could get the butter. Well, he guessed if he went along that way all night, he'd get the butter all right. So each night, Brer Rabbit slid between the trees and came to the shed where the butter was kept. He opened the door, went to the butter pail, and scooped out a nice pat of butter. Then off he went as quickly as he had come. Now, when the creatures found their butter going every night, they knew there was a thief somewhere, and they guessed it was their old friend Brer Rabbit. "We will set a trap for him," said Brer Fox, grinning. "That's what we'll do. We'll spread the shed floor with a black soot, and old Brer Rabbit won't see it in the dark. It will get on to his shoes, and in the morning we will see a sooty track leading back to his house. Then we will all know who the thief is." Well, everyone thought that was a fine idea, and Brer Wolf, he swept his chimney, put the soot into a sack, and took it along to the butter shed. He spread the floor with the soot and went away. Now the night along came Brer Rabbit as usual for his pat of butter. It was dark and he couldn't see the soot, but he could smell it all right. Oh yes, Brer Rabbit knew the smell of fresh soot, and he stood there in the shed and sniffed it hard. "Soot on the floor," said Brer Rabbit, and he grinned to himself. "Put there to catch me. Ha! They think they'll see my sooty footsteps leading to my house, and they will come and say, 'I steal the butter.' No, no, Brer Fox, you can't trick me so easily as that." Brer Rabbit took his pat of butter and skipped it out on his sooty feet. He walked as heavily as he could to a tree. Then he took off his sooty shoes and pressed them hard against the tree trunk so that it looked for all the world as if someone had been walking up the tree. Then Brer Rabbit skipped home in his bare feet, carrying the shoes as happy as a jaybird. The next morning, the creatures were excited to see the sooty footmarks. They all followed them till they came to the tree, and they were most astonished to see the footprint going up the trunk. "Strange," said the Brer Fox, looking out at them. "The thief must live up in the tree," said the Brer Wolf, peering up, "but only Cousin Wildcat lives in the tree." "Well, one of us must go up and see who lives here," said the Brer Bear. "Brer Turkey Buzzard, you fly up and see what you can find." So Brer Turkey Buzzard flew up, but through he spent hours looking into every hole and along every branch. He simply could not find the thief. Well, the next night, Brer Rabbit skipped along for his butter again, but and worked hard on the suit. When he left the shed, he walked along to the bank of the river. Then he took off his shoes and ran along home in his bare feet once more. The next day, all the animals found the sooty footprints once again and followed them in glee. This time they would surely find the thief. The footmarks stopped just here, said Brer Fox in astonishment, and he pointed to the bank of the river. Maybe Brer Tarrafin or his uncle Mud Turtle is the thief. Indeed, we are not, said Brer Tarrafin, who had come along with the others. Last night we were at a party at Mr. Benjamin Ram's. As he'll tell you, we didn't go near the bottle shed. Well, it's a strange thing, said Bell, puzzled. First, those footsteps led us to the tree, and now they lead us to a river. The next night, Brer Rabbit fetched his butter and danced off in his sooty shoes. He skipped along till he came to the middle of the field. Then he took off his shoes and ran home. And when the creatures found the footmarks stopping in the middle of the field, they looked at one another in amusement. Well, the thief must have wings, said the Red Fox. He couldn't just disappear like that. I wonder if it's Brer Turkey Buzzard. No, it isn't, said Brer Turkey Buzzard indignantly. I was away at my uncle's all last night, as he will tell you. Now just then along came old Brer Rabbit, and he saw all the animals looking puzzled and talking to one another. So he skipped up and said how do to them. What's puzzling you? He asked. You tell me and I'll help you. So they told him about the missing butters and how they couldn't make out who the thief was, because one time he walked up the tree and another time he went into the river and third time he just disappeared in the middle of the field. You let me keep your butter for you in my shed and it will be all right, said Brer Rabbit. I guess no thief will dare to come around tricking me. You let me take care of the butter. Well, we'll pay you a pat of butter each day if you will keep the thief away, said the Brave Fox. But if you don't, you won't get any butter, Brer Rabbit. You trust me to keep the thief away, grinning old Brer Rabbit. I won't need any suit to catch him either. The thief's afraid of me. I'm fierce, I am, and no one will take your butter. So the butter was moved to Brer Rabbit's shed, and the creatures gave him a large piece of it every day for keeping it safe. No thief came near it, of course, so the creatures were very pleased. "Oh, Brer Rabbit's a mighty fierce fellow," they said to each other. "No thief dares to get our butter now." And they wondered why old Brer Rabbit grinned when he heard them. "He's a rascal, isn't he?"